Good morning or good afternoon. Today my topic is AI and the future of work, and I'll focus on labor market analytical tools and how they influence workforce development. I'll start with the problem of the changing landscape of work and existing AI solutions to connect the siloed ecosystem of workforce development. And then I'll talk about my methods, results, and brief discussion about challenges and ethical issues in using those tools. So the landscape of work has been changing very rapidly today, and existing literature divides jobs as non-routine or routine cognitive or manual jobs. Routine jobs often have procedural rule-based activities, and non-routine jobs are often unpredictable and require analysis and problem solving on the spot. So throughout history, in the last few decades, we've seen steady decline of routine occupations, both manual and cognitive, and a steady increase in non-routine cognitive jobs, while non-cognitive manual jobs stay pretty steady. As a result, we've seen increased demand in both low-skilled and high-skilled jobs, and the labor market requirements for middle-skilled jobs have been declining. This is famously known as, quote unquote, the hollowing out of employment opportunities because of automation of routine jobs. In the workforce development ecosystem, we've seen a lot of siloed stakeholder groups. For instance, we have workers, employers, public workforce development agencies, and 2- and 4-year colleges in the higher ed settings. However, all these stakeholders are disconnected, and as a result, when we want to understand the labor market need, we often go to job advertisements, recruiting data, as well as labor statistics to offer some brief, descriptive results about the labor market insight. And AI tools have been used that focus mostly on skills as a possible way to connect jobs with individual resumes and credentials. Okay, so the two analytical tools that we will, labor market analytical tools that we will be examining are Burning Glass and MZ. And in the video today, I will focus on Burning Glass only for time purpose. So I will examine a wide range of public-facing artifacts. I will have I'll talk about the proprietary user interface and tools, as well as some backend codes in my analysis, and I will show a few user cases to illustrate how these labor market analytical tools are used in the real world setting. So to start with, Burning Glass is one of the leading labor market analytical service provider in the US, and it has been using text mining to collect over 1 billion of job advertisements from over 45,000 online job boards before deduplicating, and analyzing those job ads, along with millions of resumes and data from census data and labor market statistics data to offer some description and analysis of labor market needs. So the proprietary tools that Burning Glass offer include Program Insight, Career Insight, and Labor Insight. And I'll focus on Labor Insight very quickly in this slide. So if you look at the dashboard of Labor Insight, what Burning Glass does here is to use natural language processing, semantic matching, and a lot of labor market data that working together, offer a picture about the industry, occupations, skills, individual programs, certification for different occupations, and regional economic needs, and so on and so forth. So it offers a wide range of insights, right, into labor market needs and trends. Here's one possible application that we've seen pretty popular among workforce development agencies and universities. So basically, individual universities or colleges, you can use labor market insights from Burning Glass to do career path mapping or career mapping, right? To offer prospective students some idea about where they can start and what kind of return of investment they will have if they pursue individual degrees in this college, for instance. It is also used in important decisions about new program that can be developed to meet labor market shortage and important funding decisions for individual programs. And burning glass have been widely used by public universities, public and private universities, the private sector, industry partners, research institute, and consulting firms, as well as government agencies to better understand labor market needs and trends. Okay, I'll end with some brief discussion about ethical issues and challenges that we may face in our use of tools such as burning glass. To start with, to build a powerful labor market analytical tool requires a lot of resources, data, personnel, expertise, and infrastructure. So it is not surprising to say that one annual prescription of labor insight costs $15,000 a year. And we can see how it can cause access issues because smaller colleges and regional workforce agencies may not have the resources to afford such tools. And as a result, information asymmetry may develop, right, which put under-resourced colleges and workforce agencies at a disadvantage. In addition, when we use skills as the way that connect job advertisements, labor market trends, and individuals' resumes, we end up with heavy emphasis on micro-credentials and badges to measure those tools across programs. And unfortunately, such approaches are still incompatible with traditional programs and curricular design in higher education settings. When we look across different programs that offer badges, we have issues with validation, consistency, transparency, and portability, right? As a result, we will need more transparency, accountability, and buy-in from different stakeholders to make those skill measurements portable for our workers and for educational programs. And when we look at job advertisement online, it is often known, right, as a skilled type of data because 60% of job ads are put online on a daily basis, and 40% never go online. And online jobs often heavily overrepresent technological jobs that require college degrees or above, and low and middle skill jobs are often advertised locally via print media, referrals, or professional personal networks, and thus are not represented in their labor market data that are built on online job ads. In addition, only 35% of workers, adults aged between 24 to 64 have a bachelor degree or above, and 65% of American workers have no college degree. And they are not represented, or they are severely underrepresented in the training data sets, which can result in a biased algorithm and biased prediction that fail to consider the lower skilled working populations. And this can have serious impacts on the way that people perceive their training options, the employment options, and it can also have negative impacts on policies when we make workforce development decisions or program development funding decisions. Thank you for listening, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have at the symposium. See you there. Bye.